Hi, I'm Connor, and this is Cheddar, and unfortunately for you, we are the main characters of this short story. What are we doing this time? We are attempting to hike the length of Skye on the 79-mile long-distance scenic route. The Isle of Skye is a large island on the northwest coast of Scotland. It holds some of the most diverse and rugged landscapes in the whole of the UK. Let's take it back a bit and see how we got on. Let's go! We are officially starting the Skye Trail.
Oh yeah. What is that? Cookie.
Dude, that is crazy. This is one of the most northerly points of Skye. It's one of those nice things about Scotland, isn't it? You've got bothies to look forward to if you don't want to set up tents. There's a wood carving of a Nissa. Well, the dream came true of speaking to the pub landlord last night. We managed to get the lift to the trailhead. He's a super nice guy. He drove real fast up the hill, so it was quite interesting. I think he told me he used to be a drag racer. I don't know if he was telling the truth.
See them all nesting in the cliff. Got some down here.
There we go. Going down round the back of, you know that big lift there with the cliff?
Yeah.
I think we're actually going round the back of them. Should we get to be under the cliff for a bit?
Long way up.
If you look down at the cliff faces that we were at earlier today, they literally, it looks like flat ground now. Good evening. We've just made camp on the first night. We found been going up on a lot of ups and downs this evening. After stopping down at a town at sea level, managed to come up to like 1,700 feet at elevation almost instantly, and it's been good fun. And then just going up and down a lot of the ridges, and we're in between like two drops at the moment. We just figured we'd pitch up on like the least boggy section. I think we're about to make the some of our like rehydrated meals. Tonight we've got the meal with no name. Chad, the meal with no name.
Oh yeah. Hang on, this is the reveal.
We bought a load of mountain meals and we cannot for the life of us remember which one of them is, so we're going to go for it this evening.
Chicken korma.
Chicken korma.
Chicken korma.
Raj Patel's favourite. Good morning. I don't think either of us slept very well last night because pretty much as soon as we got in our tents the wind just started going crazy, man. But we've just been treated to an absolutely delicious sunrise. It's just instant morale booster, you know?
This is how to start the day.
Yeah. We're up at 10 to 5 because obviously we've got great daylight hours here. And we're gonna go and hit another 2,000 foot peak. Let's give it a go. Now the rest of our morning, we'll be making our way down, up the next peak, down again, up the next peak, all along that ridge line until we reach the Old Man of Store. It's just started raining, so main cam's gone away. Out comes the pro. Just doing some crazy ascents and descents. See you at store probably. Because I feel like this actually gives some kind of representation of what we're trying to achieve. Hey, just made camp again. It's another one of those beautiful things where you get multiple changes of scenery. We're managed to find a spot alongside a river. Super calm tonight. We're down on sea level. It's just it's beautiful. It's very strange getting good weather in Scotland, as some of you might know. But the one big drawback, when the weather's calm, it's nice and sunny, you get the influx of midges. So I think we're pretty much going to keep our mesh nets down all night and hang out in our tents. But it is getting late already, so and we've nearly pushed a 30-mile day today. So it's been quite the day for us. It's been one of our biggest days we've ever done on a trail. I definitely don't recommend it. It's been a tough slog. At one point we didn't have any food, barely any water. I think our only motivation was getting to a town to do a resupply. When you get moments like this, it's just, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think I will go hide from the midges now. Good morning. I just said we just got a great night's sleep here by the river. Obviously we're at sea level, so the wind's not as crazy as up in the hills. It was just slack all night, and I slept right the way through, which was really cool. Just got some breakfast and a cup of tea, and we're about to hit a road walk now for a bit. It's going, I think it's going to take us all the way to Slagachen. As far as road walks go, I think on the Isle of Skye it's never going to be that bad. And we'll see how we get on. Things we do for a film, eh?
Oh
This is where we camped last night on the river. We've taken this huge road walk all the way down, and then we hit a coastal track here, straight down the sea lock, and we're currently sitting at Sligacken Brewery. We just bought a few cans of beer, ready for the rest of the trail today. You can take two separate paths. We're going to come this way because we want to do this little bad boy known as the Bad Step, and then come round this bay across the beach, and there should be a sexy little bothy waiting for us on the other side. Now, I think at this point I'm starting to think I'm in a little bit over my head. Morale is low, aches and pains are at a maximum, and the conditions get scary. Probably traversing some of the most intense terrain I've encountered, all whilst the heavens open, turning what are usually stone climbs into glorified water slides. We are soaked through to our core. The end of the trail never seems in sight, trudging through the mud. And there it is, a simple hut which doesn't hold much value to most, means so much to our tired legs. The door opens and we arrive to smiling faces from all around the world, sharing beers, brews, stories, and laughing about who had the worst day on trail. As the plaque reads, remembering a lost brother Neil, we enter as strangers, we leave as friends.
Where is that? Just on Loch Ness. Okay. Is it water out there? I'm just wondering about the bus that goes. Does it go to Glasgow? No? Well, the one you get off at. Right.
We're starting late this morning because we're waiting for the wind and rain to drop off a bit, which I think we're getting close to. We got about 4 or 5 miles to El Gol. And then I think a bit of a road walk and a more relaxing afternoon. You all ready for this?
Not really. It's crazy out there.
Today's rain is tomorrow Christmas. Yeah. And the other one is named Father.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, nah, ain't gonna work. I'm being infested. I feel like I'm itchy all over and they're getting in this net.
Just finished a nice 15-mile day from the Bothy, where we had some pretty outrageous weather this morning, and we've had a really enjoyable day actually. We've been hiking with a man we met called Paul. He's from Norfolk. He's quite well versed in hiking in Scottish terrain, and he's just a really pleasant bloke. We even couldn't use our credit cards at the shop today, and he bought us some bits, so cheers. Yeah, we just made a nice camp, and obviously this is the first time I'm having to wear this sexy little number, because the midges are carnage out here. We were just desperate to find somewhere out the wind because our next section is coastal and it's 40-mile-an-hour gusts tonight, so we're nestled in the trees. There's a nice bit of running water as usual in Scotland, and really it's crazy. We basically got a 10-mile finish in the morning and we'll be at Broadford. Let's have a nice beer and figure out what kind of night we're going to have afterwards. Oh, the Midge Fest.
They had nowhere to live anymore, you know. Can you imagine it in this landscape? So he just literally tore down the houses they lived in, so you see them just wrecked, and that's what you will be walking through. And they reckon,
Oh, that's cool.
they reckon it's like going through history when you walk through there.
No, that sounds fun then.
We'll be away from about 30 seconds, I reckon.
Just saying goodbye to our last home for the night, for the trail. Getting out of this midge infested place. It was good though, it kept us protected from all of the crazy howling winds last night. And we got about 11 miles to the finish in Broadford, and we can see if we can't buy Paul a pint and obviously get ourselves one too.
I couldn't even swat my way, so
Do you reckon as the summer goes on, they get bigger, so then the net would come into
well, I think that was just a mosquito net.
Last few miles.
I was going to get bitten regardless, so I just accepted it.
You did. You just got on with it.
Well, it's the last mile, guys. What a trail. It's been some of the most rugged, intense hiking I think I've ever done. It's probably been one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. I don't know how really to put it into words at this point. I just get down to Broadford, have a beer with the boys, get a bus back to Inverness, and get home and start resting these bloody legs. It's been emotional. I'll see you on the flip side. I think if I was to summarise this experience, I would definitely say it's one of learning. Learning about myself and my body, yes, but also about the incredible kindness of others when you are in tight situations. Whether it be the pub landlord from the very beginning, offering us a lift with no hesitation to the middle of nowhere to start our adventure, or the beautiful faces you meet on trail in similar situations as you, offering food, some laughs, even a shoulder. All these things keep us going and leave us wanting more and more.